Hey everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Indie Author Jill. So I'm actually going to do a TBR poll, but it's going to be more than just one. I'm gonna pull actually 6. I just got done with pulling the 9th book and reading the 9th book and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and pull. See, it's gonna be 10. This will be the 10th pull. So let's do up to like 15. I'm gonna have some time to where I can really just kind of buckle down and read and get some reading time in. So, yeah, let's get into it. What are we hoping for? I'm hoping for something on this bottom shelf, because we haven't gotten any off the bottom shelf. Maybe something off the first shelf, I don't know. Definitely hoping for some big books. Like, I'd like to, we're pulling 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. So maybe like 2 nice big books. Okay. Ooh! 75. We are down in the... hang on, I want to get a notepad here. Just so I can keep track of what number each one of these books are. So, 75. And not a big book, but it is on the bottom shelf. So... Ooh, I know what this one is. Yes. I'm looking forward to this one. The Conjurer and the Corpse. How do you solve a murder that hasn't been committed yet? Call a magician. Redwald de Courtenay, expert in obscure and arcane magic, arrives in the village of Martingale-on-True to investigate a chilling impossibility. Alice Hawtrey has discovered her own mutilated corpse lying in the study, displaced in time. Her future killer is out there waiting to strike. To save her, Redwald must race against the clock to unravel a conspiracy rooted deep in the village's past, one twisted by festering grudges, feudal intrigue, and unrequited love, all while facing his own literal demons. Can he subvert the iron will of fate, or is Alice Hawtrey doomed to die? Ooh, is it one of those like plot twist, he's the killer? That would be interesting. Let's see. And he that strives to touch the stars oft stumbles at a straw. There's a table of contents. Great. 16 chapters. Doesn't seem to have any maps, which is fine. Not everybody needs a map, but I mean, they're nice to have. Okay, so that's the first one. Another one off the bottom shelf, 86. Another small one. Oh, a nonfiction. Okay, by the way, The Conjurer and the Corpse is by C.E. Coleman. I'm terrible at revealing the authors' names. Take a Shot by Paul S. Anderson. This one I was actually interested in. Was another one I was interested in. Take a Shot is a novel of self-discovery. It's a story of Dave Stevens, who has spent his adult life desperately trying to escape from moments in his past that he has never been able to move on from. He chooses drinking as a tool to get through each day. Alcohol bliss is his method of hiding from himself and human connection. Along the way, he becomes friendly with two female bartenders at his favorite place to drink. The closer he becomes to Tara and Christy, the more he questions his decision to try to hide from living life. As he wonders if he could ever be happy, he realizes that he must face down his inner demons. As he relives his past, he dives deeper into his tailspin of drinking until his moment of clarity strikes him. Only when David steps away from his habit can he look clearly at his past and place the blame for events where it belongs. Only when he can look at the life truthfully can he take a shot at life and the happiness he desires. Alright. Take a shot. Alright. $34. Oh, that's one off the top shelf. Oh, it's real. And another small book. Okay, 34. One of the white wrapped ones. Oh. I think this is one my friend helped me read. Wrap words. Okay. Digital Extremities. Stories by Adam Bassett. Stories. A collection of 8 stories, Digital Extremities shines a spotlight on the ordinary people in a callous yet hopeful future, set across small towns and remote islands where neon flickers against old buildings and oaks. This collection paints a unique view of a traditionally cyberpunk setting. In 2089, a woman miscarries and seeks a way to find peace amidst overwhelming grief. Years later, a young man must find a way to pay rent outside of his job at the glass-blowing studio. A pair of students excited to go to college install new hardware that promises to improve their cognitive functions. A private investigator searches for a missing child who has a reputation for embarking on risky adventures. Each tale is shaped by love, loss, and perseverance, weaving a vision of life outside of the megacities. Okay. $46. Puts us back in the middle again. Oh, another white wrapped. Oh, this is the first in the series. The Doppelganger. The Vampire's Doppelganger, Book 1. Samantha Middleton. Amelia, what do you know of vampires? Nia Nicholson's life is turned upside down by the sudden deaths of her parents in an accident, sent to live with the uncle she's never knew existed, far away from the only home she's ever known. Mia angrily tries to shun her new family and life, counting down days until she can return to the way things were before. But her family are endearing, almost insufferably so, and soon Maya finds herself falling into a comfortable life with them, and made easier by her cousin's best friend, Brandon. Even so, things aren't all that they seem. Imposed a strict curfew and forbidden from leaving the house at night, Mia knows there's something her family is keeping from her. Determined to find out the truth, Maya's life takes another unexpected turn when she learns that creatures long thought fairy tales, vampires, exist after all. And when she's kidnapped by said monstrous creatures, truths are revealed that ensure Mia will never be safe again. Okay, the Doppelganger. It's for 2 more. Oh, one of the top ones, 8. Again, Not a terribly thick book. Ooh. Ooh. Is this what I think it is? Yeah! The +1 contract. Laura Ashley Gallagher. Sienna Blake knew attending her brother's wedding meant facing the past she left behind, the old friends who chose sides, the town that never really felt like home, and the ex who moved on without looking back and is now the best man. She can handle it. What she can't handle, the endless questions about why she's still single. Enter Nathan Calloway. A chance encounter at an airport bar turns into an impulsive deal. For 1 week, he'll be her perfect boyfriend. The rules are simple. Convince everyone, survive the wedding, and walk away unscathed. But the longer they pretend, the more real it starts to feel. And as the lines blur between what's fake and what's undeniable, Sienna has to wonder, was this ever just a deal, or has she risked her heart on something real? I have been looking forward to this one. Okay. One more. The reason I chose 6 is because I'm trying to get to an even 5 number, divisible of 5, 35. Speaking of which, my husband and I we plan on doing some traveling this year, and it's easier to just have a set TBR than it is to keep trying to come back and do a video. So this way I can have a TBR and then I can just make the videos as I'm finishing the books. So whether or not I finish these this month, next month, whatever, I'll do the reviews of the books that I like as I finish them. Love in the Game, Caitlin Garlick. I have to get a hold of her and find out how to say that. What was that, 35? Okay. Growing up, Gabriela Sanchez had the perfect life. She had the best of friends. She went to a good school and she had great parents. It's a hockey romance, in case anybody's wondering. That was until her father, the captain of an NHL team, was murdered in front of her at a game. Oh, Batman. Along with losing her dad, she lost her love for hockey, something she shared and enjoyed with her father. Now older, Gabriela attends college and works with her mother at her mother's diner. Okay, half Batman. Going through the motions of daily life, but still filled with grief, her best friend convinces her to attend a hockey game, determined to bring back the old Gabriela. Jeremy Duncan, the best rookie player in the NHL, is drawn to Gabriela as soon as he sees her in the stands. Once he learns of her past, he's driven to revive her love in the game, and maybe win over her heart in the process. Can Gabriela overcome the pain from her past to see all the beauty and love life has to offer her in the future? So, there's our 6 books. The Conjurer and the Corpse, Take a Shot, Digital Extremities, The Doppelganger, The +1 Contract, and Love in the Game. So, like I said, my husband and I are going to start doing some more traveling and trying to do a video every time I do a TBR draw, and then if I enjoy the book and decide to do a review video for it, and it's requires either doing a lot of recording here at home prior to any of the traveling, and then editing, of course. Where I figured it would be easier if I could just do the TBR pick and just do a actual TBR stack. And then from here on out, like I said, I just wanted to get to 15. Pick number 15, because after this I can just do 5 at a time. And I'm not going to give myself any kind of deadline of, okay, these are what I'm reading February or March or whatever. These are the next 6 books I'm reading. I will get through them when I get through them. I will do the review videos on the ones I enjoy when I get through to it. But this way it kind of cuts down on how much recording and editing I have to do. Because, as I've said in past videos, I never want this YouTube thing to be something that takes away from my family or takes attention away from them. I want to be able to be present with my family, and you know, I don't want this to be more important than them. So it just seemed like it would be easier to do a batch pick and then I can just take the books with me when we travel, because half the time we're in the truck. So it's not taking up, as you can see, it doesn't take up that much extra space to have these just sitting in a bag or in a box or something in the truck while we're running down the road or whatever. So this way I can kind of do reviews of them. It's harder to do, like if we're on the road when I finish and I want to do a review video, I can always do it on my phone, but in order to do a TBR pick every single time I get done with a book, I would either have to take them all with me each time we leave, or something, you know, it's not practical. So it makes more sense to take 5 or 6 books with me when we're going on our road trips or whatever. But yeah, that just made more sense to me to do it this way. As usual, if as we go through, if you don't see a review of a book, I have my reasons. I'm not going to go into those reasons, but I only do review videos of books that I like and can say something positive about, because the whole point of these book reviews is for the authors to be able to use them in their marketing. And you can't use bad reviews in your marketing. Like I said, I had one that I picked out. I didn't do the, I didn't keep the video of me picking it out, because I looked at it, and as I was looking at it, I realized it was not an indie authored book, and that's the whole point of this, is that they are either self-published or they're through an independent publishing agency. And the book in question, there was nothing wrong with it. My husband started reading it, and he likes it. But it came from one of the bigger publishing houses, so doesn't necessarily qualify. And I didn't realize that when I chose it, because when I said, hey, everybody recommend me a book for this 100 book thing, I just assumed everybody caught the self-published aspect and had given me self-published recommendations, and so that's definitely something I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful on going in the future. The only way I can go through and make sure all of these are independently published or self-published is if I unwrap them all again, and I'm not doing that. So we'll take it as it comes, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, these are the books I'm going to be reading, and we'll get through them when we get through them, and pick another 5. Until then, that's all I've got for you guys. I will see you later. Bye.